Hello and welcome back. My name is Thailand, and this is going to be an authentic and raw and completely honest video with no bolstering, no ego, no alpha male business. So let's get straight into it. It's a story of how women respond to lean and athletic physiques. I'm 23 years old and I've had a lean and aesthetic physique since I was 19 years old, and it's been quite effective in my life. So I can only imagine how, for a more mature man with more experience, how having a lean aesthetic physique will be beneficial. So let's get into my stories. You clicked on this because you're curious about my story and experience and how it might change your life as well. Stand with me, for I shall lead us to victory. Essentially, if you improve your health, you become better looking, and that's what I did. Health equals wealth and looks because you perform better mentally, you're able to focus for longer, you're able to be more energetic for your work, and you look healthier because you are healthy. Remember, health is a holistic system. If one part fails, the whole system is compromised. That's what I preach. So I'm not all about looks and I'm not all about muscle. I'm about the whole system, guys. And that's what I preach. Let's get into it. This is a few photos over the years of my life. This photo right here is quite recent. It's a wedding, a social event that I went to, and I was looking, dude, I mean, come on, guys. I'm not, not trying to blow smoke up my own ass, but I look pretty good. Here is my physique currently. This photo here was when I was probably 17 or maybe 16 in high school. And I was just looking absolutely bloated, absolutely cooked. Like my life was over, dude. And this photo was from 2023, 2 years ago, when I was 21 years old in Thailand. Yes, if you're wondering, I was baked as shit. But I looked like a god. I'm joking. I looked like Tarzan. That was amazing. Anyhow, I said I wouldn't boast my own. I said I wouldn't talk about myself in a high manner. I just call myself God. What the fuck? This is not a good start. Anyhow, look, it's not just about women, yada, 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 okay? I don't want this to be... Okay, you get the idea, okay? It's not just about women. When you look good, it transfers to all aspects of life, most importantly, self-respect and identity. When you look good, you feel good about yourself. And guess what? That means good mental health. And guess what good mental health means? You're likely to more succeed in life and in all parts of life. Okay, let's get into my story. Nude Beach, 2022. I was on the season of being more social. This was a part of my life where I was trying to be more social and have more experience with women. So naturally, testosterone levels were pumping during this time, and I really had no anxiety because for the past few months straight, I had been talking to women. So I hadn't gotten used to that anxiety, so I didn't really feel it anymore. On this one day, I went to a nude beach alone to chill out by myself. I drove myself there and I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a nice day and chill out. And it was a busy day, so I found a place, I'm just chilling out, whatever. And I didn't expect it to be busy, so I decided, you know what, there are these bunch of rocks. Let me move up my stuff there and I'll go meditate there and I'll just chill in the sun there. So on the way, I'm walking on the sand and there's these two girls on the rocks. They look a bit older, like 30s, right? And they're playing this instrument. And as I'm walking past, I look at one of the girls, and she's completely naked, by the way, and so am I. Like, I've got my cock out, literally butt naked, and so is she, okay? So I look at her, we make eye contact, I smile, and then I say something along the like, hey, nice instrument, what is that? And she explains it to me, and I was like, nice, keep playing. And then I just move on. When I said that, I was anxious as a motherfucker, by the way. My insides were like rolling because I had never done that before. I was completely naked, dude. I didn't want to just get a random boner. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, 20%. No. We'll be fine. Once I said it, I moved on. I went to the rocks, sat down, and I started to meditate. I'm meditating 5 minutes, 10 minutes in. And then I opened my eyes, and the girl that I said hello to is right next to me, butt naked, meditating too. And I was shocked, dude. I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Did I just get handed anyhow. So we just chilled, whatever. And from that day on the same day, we met up actually later on, a few hours later, came back to the same place, the same nude beach. Again, completely naked. We'll hang out and we just had a good time. And you could predict what happened next. But that day, My physique, and I had long hair as well. This isn't the photo, by the way. This is a recent one. On that day, I had long hair, dude, up to here. I was literally looking like Tarzan. I had my six pack abs. I was tanned as well, and I was butt naked. I was looking fucking sharp. And so it was no wonder that something like that happened for me. And I had the confidence to say hello at least and ask that question. So this can happen in your life too. The kind of compliments that you get spicy ones in bed, bro. Oh my god. I mean, if you can probably relate. I don't know if you're already fit and you're watching this, then come on, tell your experience, tell your story in the comments as well, please. I'd love to hear it. But you do get spicy ones in bed, like absolutely spicy comments in bed, and it's actually kind of crazy. I won't actually tell you a few of them, but and the action in bed, you know, like you get comments like, "Oh, I love having sex with you. I want to have sex with you more. I want you to fuck me." You know the things like that. And what I found is, women are more. I don't know. I could be so wrong, dude. This is like my limited experience. Again, I'm 23 years old. All right, so this is my limited experience. But women are literally more likely to swallow your cum. Excuse me. Excuse my French, but it's I don't know, man. That's what I've noticed. So something that to keep in mind. Okay, they're more free when it comes to sex. They're more willing to be dominated because I think that's their fantasy of being dominated by this, you know, completely shredded, ancestral, high testosterone man. And that's what this physique system, like the system that I've been on, has gotten me. That into that really high testosterone, you know, dominant in bed kind of thing. And you can get that too, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying this, you know, to oh guys, praise me. No, guys, you can get this. I don't know if you remember this fucking photo. Remember, this is what I looked like, okay? So I was cooked. Look, you get compliments about your physique. You get people touching your physique, looking at it more often, especially if you go to the beach. You get gazes, people looking at you. If you're in a relationship and if you're a good boyfriend as well, and if you're a girl watching this, you're a good girlfriend. I don't know why. I would be. Anyhow, if you're a good boyfriend, you generally have a better relationship because your woman respects you more because you're in shape. First and second dates are always usually guaranteed, especially if you can find a way to be shirtless on the first or second date. Like you go to the beach or you go to a place where you generally have your shirt off or you're in swimmers. Yeah, you're on. If you're at the beach, again, it's game on. Weddings or social events, literally game on because you're wearing nice clothes that fit you. You're looking sharp. You're looking healthy. Your testosterone is high. You've been eating clean for the past few days. This is the holistic system I'm talking about. If you're interested, you can go check in the top link in the description. Thailand 2022, let's go, baby. So, last few days in Thailand, I went to Thailand in 2022 after a Istanbul and Amsterdam trip that was completely solo. And honestly, guys, a side story, that's the trip that I went on at the age of 20 that completely changed my life. Decided that I love freedom, and so that I'm going to go on YouTube and share my knowledge and my experience and my transformation on YouTube as a business. And that's what changed my life, honestly. So if you're looking to change your life, you might be watching this and you're like, okay, cool, but I don't like my life, I don't like my job. Well, something you can do is go isolate yourself for a few months and find out what you want from life, and then come back with that fresh mind and go after it. Anyhow, that's what I did. Last few days in my Thailand trip, 7-day trip, I met this girl at this function that I went to. It was a spiritual function. It was kind of weird. I'm not going to explain it, to be honest, out of respect for the guy, to be honest with you, because I really, really like the guy. He's so wholesome, but I don't really see what he did was all that. So I won't explain it to him out of respect. But essentially, during the ceremony, we were not participating, but we were the guys who were handling it. She was as well. During the ceremony, dude, I was meditating. I was feeling amazing, and I was just, physique was amazing. I'd been in the Thailand sun, the weather for the past few days, swimming for the past few days. My skin is super fucking clean. I'm tanned as fuck. I'm in shape. I've got my six-pack abs. Again, at the time, I've got my long hair. This is my Koh Samui trip a year after that, I think. Or, yeah, a year after that. But yeah, as you can see, I had long hair. And dude, I was feeling amazing. in shape, looking good. And I opened my eyes and I faced her across the room on my left, and she opened hers and looked at me. We made eye contact, and I held it until she looked away first. And I knew from that moment, bro, we were fucking in. Guys, if you come on, you're a dude, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was in. Anyway, she actually invited me out for drinks, and I said, "Yep, let's do it right now." So we went, had some drinks. I employed a classic technique of, "Hey, I really like your necklace. Can I have a look at it?" And so it's a reason to get in close and start touching her and whatnot. Um, anyway, later that night, I actually drove up to her place. We met together outside the night markets in Koh Phangan, Thailand. We drove up this fucking mountain, bro, this hill, all the way up to her place, her villa. And it was my first time driving a scooter, and I was shitting it, man. It was absolutely... Now I actually have my scooter license too. I actually got my bike license like a couple weeks ago, so I can ride a bike legally. So that was the seed for that, if you will. That changed my life for bikes. Got to her place. She was like, "Yo, you sit here. I'm just going to go take a quick shower." In that moment, my heart sank. My heart completely dropped because I knew I had two choices. And I looked at myself, I felt my balls, and I was like, "Yep, I'm a man." Dude, I was shitting it. Like, I was shitting it, okay? But I stood up anyway. I stood up and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to shower as well. Why don't we both shower together?" Looking at her, held eye contact, got up close, and she's like, "Okay." And then you can imagine what happened next, guys. I'm telling you, a good physique is life-changing for your confidence, for your charisma, for how good you feel and how secure you feel in yourself, guys. And you can have it too. And it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I tell you, I've been lifting for 6-7 years inconsistently, like super inconsistently. There have been months for like where 9 to 13 months straight, I haven't lifted at all. But the one thing I've been consistent in is my lifestyle, where I've barely drank alcohol. I don't party. I don't go out to restaurants. I don't go out to eat fast food. I always go out to national parks or to the beach, camping. I go to the park. I do all of these like active things. And then more recently, the ancestral diet that I've been eating. Thailand 2023, guys. Oh man, at this time, I became the manager of a yoga studio, and I was managing the yoga studio. I was helping the students, organizing meals, fixing up things, painting, expanding, planting different things. It was a permaculture farm as well. And one day I remembered, oh my God, I remember this like yesterday. I'm in the shared dormitory. Okay, I'm in the shared dormitory. I had just gotten done something. I opened the door, walked out of the shared dormitory. I looked up, and in front of me, a few meters ahead, was this tall, brunette, beautiful woman, skinny, beautiful woman. And she looked at me as soon as I looked at her, and we just held eye contact immediately, and we both smiled. And that moment, I knew, again, we were in, baby. And by this time, I'm 22 or something like that, or 21. And this is the most attractive girl I had ever like been with, okay? I gave it away, but you could have imagined what happened. Anyhow, we held eye contact, immediately introduced myself. I'm like, "Hey, I'm Tyler, what's your name, yada yada." Dude, I think 2 days later, I looked at her and I'm like, "Hey," we were having a conversation. I'm like, "Hey, let's go upstairs into the yoga studio, like the shala, the place where we actually do yoga at night, and let me give you a massage." And she was like, "Okay." And so we went later that night up while students were still awake but preparing for bed. We went up, I started to give her a massage, and then one thing led to another. Then I started seeing her for the next 1 month or 2 months. We were working together at the same yoga studio. She was a volunteer, I was a manager. And dude, you can imagine, I was having sex every single day with this amazing, beautiful woman. And turned out actually, she was a model. She was a professional model. She'd been to China. She'd been all around the world doing modeling. And she was 30 years old. And I was like, "Yo, this is sick, you know?" And it was just a massive confidence boost for me. It was an amazing, like, yes, I'm a man kind of thing for me. You know, I finally felt secure about myself. And if you're going through the same problem, guys, like, honestly, changing your physique is the biggest step, not just about in terms of your physique and how attractive you look, but for your confidence, for your self-image, because of the pain that you have to go through, the discipline that you have to put yourself. And yeah, I think it's a very, very worth it journey, guys. And remember, you need to know that being attractive is a holistic system. There is a system that makes living healthy and make you look attractive super, super easy. It's a game changer for all parts of life. It is essentially the lifestyle that I've been on, the ancestral lifestyle. It includes the way you eat, what time you wake up, what you do first thing in the morning, the way you de-stress, the way you live your life, the things you should be aiming for, eating, supplementing with, everything that I've been learning and practicing, and I'm learning more. It's the top link in the description if you want to check it out, or if you want to work one-to-one with me, get you to that specific goal, get you to your dream physique, get you to that point where finally you're feeling good about yourself and you've got that energy and that testosterone to have, amazing experiences and amazing sex where, anyhow, I'm not going to fucking use any more, things, hooks or whatever that people call it, marketing tactics, psychological, top 10 psychological tips to increase your audience size, whatever. Okay, you get the idea. It's been life-changing for me, and I hope it can be for you as well. Guys, I keep forgetting, that this is in the bottom right, and I can actually increase the size for this. There we go. Yeah, getting to an attractive physique has been life-changing for me. Let me do a little abdominal. Let's see my abdominals. Yeah, baby. Sleeper physique or what? This is where we're at right now. All right, yeah, that's enough. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. It is so fucking worth it. Let's go.